get by. It resides between my eyes. Walk through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand. And right now, I feel like $100,000.
You are listening to Inspired Insider with your host, Dr. Jeremy Wise.
Dr. Jeremy Weiss here, founder of InspiredInsider.com, where I talk with inspirational entrepreneurs like the founders of RX Bar, Hint Water, P90X, Atari, and many more, and how they overcome big challenges in life and business. Our sponsor today is Rise25.com, which I co-founded with my business partner, John Corcoran. Rise25 hosts in-person VIP events and masterminds, different from yours, Amy, where you guys have probably a lot more fun than we do with your Beatbox Beverages, but it's for top entrepreneurs all over the country, including many events in the e-commerce industry. And Rise25 hosted events this past year in Austin, Chicago, Santa Barbara, San Diego, New York, Sonoma, Las Vegas, and probably coming to more cities near you. If you see the value of immersing yourself with other top entrepreneurs to connect and collaborate to get your business to the next level, go to rise25.com. Contact us to find out when and where our next event is going to be. I am very excited to introduce to you today. We have Aimy Steadman, co-founder of Beatbox Beverages, who started the company with Justin Fenchel, Jason Schiek, Dan Singer, and Brad Schultz. They were drawn together by their love for music and the entrepreneurial spirit of Austin. I've been to Austin, a lot of entrepreneurial spirit there. And
absolutely.
Right, yeah, the founders of Beatbox Beverages set out to make the world's tastiest portable party punch. And since 2011, you have one there? Okay, cool. You have, which one is that? That's
this is our pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
Came out.
Oh, it just came out. Because I think I saw blue raspberry and fruit punch. So those are the two staples.
Those were our core flavors. Blue raspberry was our first flavor that we ever had. Mm-hmm. And fruit punch came in, and now pink lemonade. Okay. So,
and we're going to talk about how you choose different flavors, how you hold off your entrepreneurial spirit and focus and not go into more flavors.
Yeah.
But since 2011, they've grown into $1 million company with distribution. You can find it in certain Krogers, 7-Eleven, Walmart, H-E-B, Ralph's, and many more all over the country. And they were even featured on the hit TV show Sharktank. Amy, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Amy, what challenges someone who's not in the alcohol industry would have no idea about, the things that you have to deal with?
I mean, that right there, I mean, I'm from online, right? So if you think of an idea, you can have it live in like 30 seconds. And if you have an idea in alcohol, you're probably going to be minimum 4 months before you can even really test it, you know? So it's just unfortunate that that's how long it takes, but it's a very regulated industry. And that's just what it is. That's what everybody does. So, we just try and be very innovative on our web portals and packaging.
Talk about that, actually. You know, I got to your site, when I first looked at your site, talk about why the video you have on your site, there's like an older lady.
Yes.
Talk about the reason why, how that came about. It was not what I was expecting when I went to your site to watch the video. It's an older lady. She's kind of almost navigating through this event.
Yeah, so this is Sue. She's 78, and it was on her bucket list to go to a music festival. And she's a double breast cancer survivor. And we were so delighted to have her as our guest at one of our music festivals. And we just brought her on board and showed her around.
How'd that even come about? She just liked your product? Or?
I don't know if you are Twitter, like YouTuber or Vine video fan, but Jimmy Merle is somebody that we've worked with in the past who was a Vine star basically, and now is a famous YouTube guy. Makes really funny content that we really loved, and it's actually his like best friend's grandmother. We just told him we're looking to create a really, memorable experience. And we had this, the whole thing with Beatbox is somewhat nostalgic. I mean, we've got the retro boombox, we've got the mixtape thing going. I mean, it's just the whole idea is that it brings people together, and it doesn't matter if you're a certain kind of person. We really wanted Beatbox to just symbolize fun and being together with all your friends. versus it just being something for college kids or for, young adults or whatever. So we wanted to bring that into it. So I was really excited to be part of that experience.
Yeah, that was cool. I was watching the video and this is random, but okay, I'll go with it. And just, yeah.
And people were delighted by it. When we were at Moonrise, everybody was running up to us being like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. Like, I'm so happy to see you. Like, can I give you a hug? Like, this really makes me happy because I want to imagine that when I'm an older person that I would still come out and have fun and be able to do fun things. Yeah. So, I mean, it resonated with the younger audience as well. That's something that they were all about.
Yeah. Amy, I always ask, since it's Inspired Insider, about the lowest moment. And then on the flip side, what's been the proudest?
Yeah, the lowest moment for me, the startup world is just kind of crazy to me. I mean, the expectation in my industry is that you're going to spend millions and millions of dollars and never really be quite profitable. But if you're showing lots of growth, then you'll get the investment that you need to make it happen. And so that's what we've been running this company under since day one, is that thesis that this is a high growth industry where startups can make a really big impact. And so our investment group also believes that and is working with us. But as a company that's not yet profitable, I mean, everything is stressful when it comes to managing cash. And we've had some really low points where, we're really dependent on investors supporting this and to help us get to the next level. And if people, fall out or maybe don't have that kind of appetite for risk, and it puts us in a difficult spot. I mean, we've been sitting there thinking that it was all going to be over, many times now, not many, but enough times for where I've gotten some early gray hair for sure.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's really just, I started going to mindfulness training, around the same time that we were on Shark Tank and been doing it at least twice a month since.
What is that like?
It's basically a group that I'm part of that we do mindfulness practice together. So meditation, tracking emotions, all kinds of sort of therapist training stuff you would do. And we talk about the science of it. And it's basically like a therapist training / mindfulness thing for personal mental health relaxation stuff. I think it's really important for entrepreneurs. And usually when I do speaking engagements or whatever, I like to talk about it. Really good book that kind of changed my, just helped me learn so much about it. It's called Mindsight by Dan Siegel. It's a super famous book. Dan Siegel has a lot of books, mainly about parenting, but just mindfulness in general. Yeah, Mindsight.
Any other good ones in that genre that you like?
I mean, there's a bunch. I've been really loving just using some of these apps that came out, like Headspace and whatnot. If you're just brand new to it, I think that's really the easiest way to learn what it's about and kind of try it for yourself, And for me, it's been really impactful in helping me manage my mental health through the roller coaster. I mean, we've had some really, really high highs with Shark Tank and, being backstage at a music festival with all your friends and everybody's telling you your product is amazing. And, Mark Cuban's telling you you're cool and Maka Flocka Flames telling you you're cool. And, the very cool moments in my 20s for sure, where I was like, this is going to be it. It's going to change my life. I'm going to be a millionaire. All of those feelings, and then going to, I owe a bunch of people money and I don't know that I'm going to be able to pay them back. And I feel like crap because, I feel personally responsible and, I'm a failure or whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, it's ups and downs, but I think, as long as you just know that you got to do your best and the rest is not really up to your control. Even really, really good businesses fail because of the economy, because of the market or external forces. So, I mean, it's a hard thing to do to kind of cross the line of just working at a company and making an average salary to being an entrepreneur and going for it and trying to be successful in a big way. So,
thanks for sharing that. I think that doesn't get talked about a lot is the managing the stress part. So you do mindfulness. What else? It sounded like when we were talking before, certain eating habits. What else do you do to manage your stress?
I mean, just trying to keep life kind of simple outside of work, which kind of sucks because I don't, I don't try to sign up for tons
your
of
work is
social
pretty
things.
exciting. I mean,
No, it's great. I love going to music festivals for work. I love, being part of the alcohol brand and everything that we do. It's great, but, a lot of family vacations and things like that I might have done, I haven't done over the past few years. And, I have my close friends that I keep in contact with, but I'm not going to happy hours all the time or anything like that. And like I used to do in my younger days, but, just try and keep life simple and have a simple, eat healthy, make sure I sleep a lot so that, I know that this is the season of my life where a lot of effort is going to be placed in growing my business, and it's going to, it's going to take me to the next season of my life, which hopefully will be new and different. And I kind of feel like I'm sacrificing some of the things that people do in their 20s, like traveling a bunch and partying a bunch to do my business. But, long term, I've just made that choice for me. And I think that I'm going to be better off anyway for it. So,
yeah. What about on the flip side, Amy, some of the proudest moments you've had?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of everything that we've done that we can control that's worked out well. Like all of our cool ideas. I mean, simply from putting the handprint on the original Beatbox that says "slap the bag" and trademarking that, like no one had done that, and it seemed like such a, great way. People were so delighted when they saw it. Like, when you open a bag and you don't expect there to be like a handprint on it because it's sort of this underground ritual you do with your friends, and then it's embraced by company and saying, oh, like this company like knows who I am and what I do with their product, creates those sort of like customer moments with people. And we get emails and voicemails and stuff.
So talk about that for a second for people who haven't tried the product. What's the ritual?
So slap in the bag, which I had to learn this too, because I was pretty young when we started this company too. But basically, it's like a cheers type ritual where you take the bag out of the box and you hold it up, you slap it, you drink from the spout, and then you slap it again, basically. And usually you'll hold the bag for your friends or whatever. So that's slap the bag. Please drink responsibly. Party better together. That's our hashtag. Please drink responsibly. So, it's clearly marked how many servings are in every bag and everything else, so people should know how much they're drinking.
Yeah, it's not a one sitting. You shouldn't be drinking 7 bottles of wine at once.
Exactly, but yeah, our product's made for parties where you're with 10 of your friends or more. So,
rewarding. Chain that you got into, because it's really cool that you get into these well-known stores. What was maybe the most rewarding? Maybe you guys spent the longest time, or there was an interesting story behind how you actually broke into them.
Well, I'm really excited that we were in HEB, because that's where I shopped all during college and when I was younger. And then on my birthday, we got shipped my own product was sitting a big pallet in the middle of my, grocery store that I used to go to once a week. So that was really cool. But, they're a really good partner just because they take chances on local small businesses from Texas all the time and grow with them and help them grow as businesses. So I really appreciate our partnership with HEB. That being said, getting into Walmart is just a huge deal and adds a lot of credibility to your business with other businesses. So, that's the one that we talk about a lot. Yeah. But I would say I was really excited to get into my local grocery store.
Amy, I want to be the first one to thank you. This has been fantastic. Thanks for sharing some of the ups, the downs, everything in between, because it's really important for people experiencing it. It's like therapy, I feel like, to hear this stuff.
Absolutely, because it is very lonely to be an entrepreneur. So I think that you're building camaraderie here with your podcast and helping people feel like they're not alone. Yeah. Everybody gets really stressed out, but at the end of the day, I'm not curing cancer over here. I'm just making punch, so it needs to be fun, right?
Well, thank you, and everyone should check out beatboxbeverages.com. Where else should we point people towards? Online.
Yeah, check us out on social. Whatever social channel you use the most is a good place to find us.
Cool. Thanks again, Amy. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand. And right now, I'm feeling like $100 grand.